You are now listening to Sir Inc.'s The Experience Podcast, where we talk about anything and everything kink. Now, this podcast is only catered to those that are 18 and above and may not be safe for work, or as we like to say, NSF. But remember, you can always listen to us during your private time. Hello, kinky and kink curious folk out there. My name is Sir Inc., and on this podcast, I'm going to talk about a video I saw of this young lady named Brittany Reiner. Some of you may have heard of her. She is a pretty girl that got pregnant by an NBA player, and that's made her popular. And several people have interviewed her, called her gold digger and all that. But she has this video out about what it is to be submissive. And so I'm going to play that. Fair use, fair use, fair use. I'm going to play that, and then I'm going to come back and discuss with you guys what I think about it. So, here we go.
Painfully obvious why men love the idea of a submissive woman. Submissive, per its definition, is ready to conform to the authority or will of others. The prefix sub means under. Think of subpar, submarine. In short, your world is under his. Now there seems to be a theme here. Good girls versus bad girls. A lock that can be opened with many keys is a broken lock. And if you can't submit to a man, you're gonna die alone. So my question to men is, do you want perfect poly? A puppet? A prisoner? Or a partner who has no problem overtly challenging you? King treatment and knowing your partner's love languages, that's one thing. Being submissive is a whole nother thing. It's its own thing. If you find yourself abandoning your wants, needs, desires to make something work, I'm here to tell you, it was never a match to begin with.
And so one of the things that I have to say about this video is, number one, I understand what she means, and I understand how women have become more empowered, especially in my generation, which is, I think, Generation X. I think I'm part of Generation X. But so, I'm about to turn 50, so that generation. I do believe it's X. At any rate, so coming through this generation, when some of my friends got married, several of their wives wanted to have the word obey taken out of their vows. And so we understand through feminism that submission has had a bad connotation. And there are guys who have no real mind of their own, so they go off of the rules, the wedding vows and things like that, just to hold someone's feet to the fire without really having a mind of their own of what a woman being submissive to them means. They just think it just means this person is going to be blindly following you, and that's bad. And so prior generations have gotten this, has messed this up. So the generation before us, they kind of messed that up. Our generation, they not having it. But what I like but the contrast to what she's saying, far as submissive means under, and things like that, which yes, in their vanilla world, I can see how that's taken that way, and I understand why ladies wouldn't want to get married underneath that or even vibe that way. I get it. But when it comes to BDSM, this lifestyle, I think what we all recognize is, yes, there are roles of submissives and dominants. However, the submissives' thoughts, wants, desires are all stated and put into the relationship, and the dominant has the position of being able to administer that in the way that he sees fit. And at no point does the submissive have no power. At no point is she like beneath him, because without her, he doesn't have power. It's a power exchange that we're doing. But again, the submissive holds a lot of the power, because without her submission, there is no dominance. And so there's a symbiotic connection there, like yin yang. But I get it. Most people in the vanilla world, and a lot of people who don't want to be like a lot of women who do not want to be like the women before them, I get it. Because you look at those women as being weak. But a lot of those women kept husbands. So we have to find that balance. So there's a difference between the vanilla world of submission and the BDSM world of submission. There's a lot of alpha females that are submissive to their men, and they don't mind being submissive to their men because they're tired of having to have that alpha energy all day to survive at work, to thrive at work, and in other areas of their life. So when they're with their man, they want to just be able to chill. You know, a woman that has no chill in her, there's not a time that she wants to take off all that and relax. Is more like a dude. And they're going to get submissive men. And that's okay too. I don't see nothing wrong with that. They'll get a passive dude. They'll get a beta guy. Right? And I don't think there's anything wrong with any of that. Just know who you are and go after what you want. But all this, you know, downplaying submission, okay, I hear that, and that's the vanilla world of submission. Everything you heard her say is the vanilla world of submission. Our world, the world of BDSM, it doesn't go like that, because submissives absolutely have a voice, submissives absolutely hold power, and submissives are not underneath of us. A lot of the pictures, and I always talk about this pictures, makes it seem like the woman is less than the man. But the more of the images that show that intimate connection is never like she's underneath him. It's never like that. It's always this connection. You know, even if a man has her and she's walking around on all fours, right, with a collar on her, even in that moment, that's not a she's underneath of me kind of thing. She's doing this for me. She wants to do this for me. Because when you go out there all day slaying the dragon, sometimes you just want to put the sword down and just be at someone's feet that can give you strength and power and recharge you. And being able to recharge is not a it's not a like an ultimate giving up of your everything. Like, you know, it's just kind of ridiculous when I hear people talk like that. But I get it in the vanilla world. But just think, like, when you want to recharge something, a phone, a device, a piece of equipment, you can charge it, some stuff, and still use it. But it's best when you don't use it and let it charge. It charges faster. So the thing about being an alpha female and being submissive is you're out there burning your battery up, being an alpha female. Then when you come home, you can plug up into your dominant and relax and fall back and submit to him. And all your particulars, all the things that you need to function in a relationship are already stated. They're documented, and they're taken into consideration, and they're administered to you as you need them, when you need them. That's that symbiotic relationship. How he knows to give you what you need in the moment. And not just give it to you just to give it to you. Like, you may not need your battery charged, right? So if your battery is full, he's not going to put you in a position to have to chill out and plug up. It's like, no, baby girl, it's cool. Do your thing. We can do this, or we going to do that, or go and do this, you know? Because he understands where you are. That's being connected. And when you're connected, none of this dominant, submissive stuff really means anything far as title wise, because you're in a relationship where you're connected, where The outside world doesn't matter. It's all about what you're getting out of the relationship. That's all that matters. And don't worry about what other people think. If other people think that you being a submissive is foolish, or like you're not really that strong woman if you don't have, control over every little thing. My goodness. My goodness. My. How have we gotten to this point of intolerance for each other? But I say good luck to them, because I'm not having those problems over here. So, I'm over here being a strong, dominant man, and I'm having submission willfully given to me, and they are enjoying the fruits of our dynamic. But what do you think? Please leave your comments below. You know how you can reach me, Sir INQ, on everything: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can email me at sirinq09@gmail.com. And until next time, peace.